administration has been most notable for extending the very policies of President Bush that President Obama so vehemently railed against when trying to get into that office, and not just extending them but worsening them. On the question of legal sanctions like impeachment and the like, we watched pervasive illegality in the Bush administration go completely unpunished, in large part because this successor administration embraced this idea that, at least for the most powerful among us, we should only look forward and not backwards, and therefore prosecution was not appropriate. But if you look at what happened in the NSA case, to me the most amazing part of this entire episode is that one of the things that these early stories reveal is that the top national security officials in President Obama's administration, James Clapper, the Director of National Intelligence, General Keith Alexander, the head of the NSA, systematically deceived the FISA court, as they said in 2011, and then lied outright to the face of the Congress in 2012 when James Clapper vehemently denied that the NSA was doing exactly that which our reporting demonstrated it was. Lying to Congress is every bit as much of a felony as anything that Edward Snowden is alleged to have done. Yet not only has James Clapper not been indicted the way Snowden has, he has kept his job. He hasn't even been fired. We know that lied to Congress, and yet all these brave journalists and other commentators and liberal pundits love to go around saying Edward Snowden should be put into jail, and yet never say that, and would never say it about James Clapper. And this is really the heart of the problem, is for so long, all of these top officials in Washington have been able to do everything that they want to do in total secrecy, with no transparency, with no accountability. And I think that on the optimism-pessimism question, what will ultimately determine that is whether we change that dynamic, whether we finally bring transparency and accountability to these officials who wield the greatest power, because right now they have none. And that, more than anything else, has been our objective in doing the reporting that we've been doing.
The president has become the plague in politics. He is the modern leprosy of the medieval days. How then are we to cure ourselves from this unwanting disease? Glass-Steagall, a proposal LaRouche-Pac motions for with tenacity, and one which regained its momentum lost by the orchestrated government shutdown. Speaking to an audience at the Roosevelt Institute's Financial Reform Conference, Senator Warren gave an address which, in effect, challenged the old-tale argument of the Obama stronghold, no Glass-Steagall led Dodd-Frank work.